Because my wife left me to be with the person I hate most, I told her we couldn't work things out and filed for divorce. Plus, all the changes. Because my wife left me to be with the person I hate most, I told her we couldn't work things out and filed for divorce. John, my best friend, was always there for me. We became friends when we were 5 years old and haven't been apart since. We were always there for each other, even when things went badly. His house became my second home when I was 10 years old, and my parents got a very bad split. When his younger sister died of cancer when we were 13, she was only 8 years old. I was there for him and cried with him. We got through it all. When I dropped out of college to get a job, he was the only person who didn't freak out. We never had to worry about how the other person would respond or what they would say or think. Friends and family knew that John could always make someone feel better, no matter what. Even if you didn't agree, he always knew what to say and how to help you. The world was a better place with him in it. In his junior year of college, John met Ava, who would become his wife. I knew she would be the love of his life. She was brave, friendly, and open. Like John, that smile of hers lit up the room and made everyone feel like they were her best friends. They looked like that perfect pair that everyone knows. I thought the same thing. After going out for 2 years, they got married. John always told me how happy he was to love, hug, and protect her forever. For him, those were all the things that would make her happy. Every day, he told her and did things that showed how much he loved her. I was so happy for him because I thought she did the same thing. I helped her throw him a surprise 25th birthday party. He cried when he saw the Mario Kart Rainbow Road cake she had spent hours making. They talked about their kids, holidays, animals they saved, and growing their own food. Ava quickly became my sister, and she and my wife Mia became very good friends. We took many vacations together, helped each other through hard times, went on at least one double date every 2 weeks, and so on. About 5 months ago, I woke up to find that John had missed 8 calls from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. the night before. I knew something very bad had happened. I called out of work and went straight to his house. Ava had been cheating on John for almost the whole time they were together. She broke down when I asked her how she could do something like that and why get married in the first place if you're going to cheat the whole time. She said it was more like living a double. Ava is fruity. She knew since she was a teen, but her family was very traditional, so she never felt like she could tell them. She met John and fell in love with him. She thought that her feelings for women would go away on their own. She told him she loved him as a person and as a life partner, but over the years, that secret part of her grew stronger and louder. She went on casual dates and hookups with women while telling John she was with friends from her groups. The woman Ava was seeing wanted to take their relationship to the next level and was shocked when Ava broke up with her. That's when he found out the night he called me. This woman came to their house very late at night and was completely broken. But it wasn't with Ava's true self. He gave her everything and loved her deeply. Even though she said she loved him, I think she was just using him. To get what she wants, she lies to everyone and makes us think she loves and adores John just as much as he loves her. I told John right away that he deserved better, but Ava begged so hard that she was kneeling. She told him she loved him deeply and would do anything to make things better. She swore she would never talk to a woman again. They were told they could start over by moving somewhere else. John became very sad when he realized he had loved her all along but had never told her. He didn't know what to do until 2 months ago when he was hit by a drunk driver while out for a walk late at night. I'm not going to talk about how sad it was to lose him. I'm sure you can all picture it. It got even worse when that beach cried at his funeral as if he were the love of his life and she was the beautiful wife. I had never wanted to hit someone before. I couldn't believe she had the nerve to be around John's family and friends, especially those who knew the truth. When it comes to Ava, Mia knows how I feel. I thought she got that Ava was dead to us. I know that I can't tell someone who they can or can't be friends with, But if Mia had a friend that hurt her as much as Ava hurt me, I would cut that friend off right away. That person hurts my family, so I can't be friends with them. I got home early from a business trip about 2 weeks ago. Mia was making Ava feel better in our living room. I lost it, screamed until I cried, and asked them if they were having an affair. I asked Mia how she could let Ava into the living room, which had a picture of John on the wall. Ava tried to say sorry to me. When I saw her crying face, something inside me changed. I stopped crying and yelling right away and looked at her. The biggest injustice is that you're here while John is on the ground, I told her. It would be fair if I could just press a button and switch places with you. I'd do it right away. My wife might feel bad for you, but I don't care about you. I know what you're like and I don't like you. John fell in love with you because you wanted to be the good girl that mom and dad thought you were while you slept with anyone you wanted. I can't even begin to understand or measure how selfish you are. What if I was you tomorrow? I would never get out of bed again. Mia says I was mean, and I guess I was, but I told you the truth. Since then, Ava hasn't left her house. Getting together. She's lost her job because she won't go to work. I don't feel bad about it though. It's the least she could do, and I hope she stays away from my life. Mia knows that I feel this way, but she still visits Ava and helps clean up after herself. It really makes me sick. There have been a lot of heated debates about it. And this is the first time in our marriage that we might not get over it. We've both seen a different side of each other and aren't sure if we can get past it. It's only been a week, but it seems like a long time. After reading my post, Mia couldn't take the arguments and fights any longer and packed her back. I didn't want to argue or fight because I thought this was probably for the best. I just asked Ava, "Are you going to?" She sighed and shook her head at me as she left. To be fair, I'm sure my eyes were just as tired and sneered as hers. Friends have told me they saw Mia at Ava's house, or while they were food shopping together. The town I live in isn't that big. Every morning when I wake up, my house is empty. I know that Mia is taking care of Ava, asking her if she's okay, making her meals, and cleaning her house. There is only one time she called or texted me, and that was last night. When I tried to explain myself, she hung up on me and said, "I'm not going to talk to you until your apologies to Ava. If I said I felt bad about what I said to Ava, I'd be lying. Sorry doesn't mean anything, and I don't think it does if there's nothing else that can be fixed in my marriage. You can tell where Mia stands by how she acts and what she values. I have no idea how she can choose Ava over me and ignore me after holding me while I cried in her arms. My therapist tells me to just be with my thoughts and work through them before I make any big decisions in my life. And I think she's right, but I no longer respect Mia. I never thought she'd lie to me like this. What if Mia came back on her knees? That's what I thought as I slept last night. Saying sorry. What if she apologized for what she did in the best way she knew how? What would it change? It hurts my heart. It wouldn't change anything in the end. You can't forget some things. Some comments and direct messages DMs asked if Mia and Ava were cheating on each other or if Mia knew about Ava before the big scandal. When everything began, these questions kept me up at night, but now I can't bring myself to care. For the most part, my life doesn't change much, so another CK element wouldn't make a big difference. The following is a draft of a text that could be the last text I sent to Mia. Mia, it's been very clear what your goals and allegiances are in this case. There is nothing left to save in our marriage and the life we've built together. Tell me if you still want to try. It's possible that you left me during the worst time of my life. You don't understand my sadness and anger for what? The woman who has lied to and hurt you for years? The woman who lied to and used John for years? I don't know who you are right now. I felt like I went to sleep in a world that made sense and woke up in a mess. We need to talk to and get help from lawyers in order to move forward. I'm not going to leave my house. Please let a family member know if you want to pick up your things so I can make arrangements with them. I don't believe this is real. Things have changed, but I never thought we'd get to this point. I spent hours reading and rewriting this message over and over again. Sometimes it makes my heart hurt, and other times I feel like I'm watching a bad movie of myself. Worst of all, I'm not sure if Mia will care. If I send it, I'll let you know. We can't keep going like this.